Hey yo, what is happening? And welcome back to another episode of Talking Smack with Tana. Today's Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Thank you to all the veterans out there. We're back at you with another show. As always, for the sports show, joined by my homie, Christopher Fermin.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy Memorial Day to all the veterans that sacrificed for us so we can be able to do this on a weekly basis. Glad to be here. How you feeling today, bro?
Hey, bro. I'm good. Living it. Went fishing yesterday. Didn't catch a damn thing, but I had a great time with the homies.
I hate those days when you go out there, all you doing is catching sunlight.
It's fishing, not catching, man. Shout out to Eric and Kirk for planning the trip and going on it, and I had a fucking blast. Didn't catch nothing, but hey, you know what? Sometimes it's all the vibes that count. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's not always about catching stuff. I've definitely had times where I've gone fishing with my dad and we don't catch anything, and he always sure to remind me, like, it's not always about catching stuff. It's about just bonding and enjoying the moment. And I started doing that after a while, and I stopped getting so aggravated that I'm not catching
100%.
anything. Because I used to get aggravated, bro. You know how the Louisiana heat is. You out there in the bushes somewhere, getting stung by
mosquitoes. Oh my god,
bro!
We didn't have no mosquitoes, not one. We went to the beach at night. We went fishing during the day, and when we went gigging at night for flounder, not one mosquito. So that was amazing. No mosquito spray, no sunscreen.
Bro, by the way, I don't know if you ever had flounder, but they're so good.
Oh yes, we've caught stupid amounts of flounder. One time we was just sitting in one spot, just on the front of that boat. It was like it was me, my mom, my brother, my grandpa was playing musical fish because the person on the left cast, boom, you pull one up, and then we all had to just keep rotating out. It was wild.
Okay. That's pretty dope. I never caught flounder like that. I always caught them from the shore, and they just happened to be the one I caught. I didn't know my line dropped that far, to where a flounder could get it, because usually it's where, redfish or drum or whatever stuff like that people usually catch. That's what I was trying to catch, and then all of a sudden I feel something flat. My dad is like, it's got to be a stingray, because stingray is like
down, like, bottom, yes.
Yeah, like they're trying to like just bring it down and dig themselves into the dirt and stuff. I already know what they're trying to do, So I'm like, man, I got a stingray. That sucks, because we usually don't keep stingrays. And I brought it in. I'm like, oh my gosh, a flounder, bro! Like, it's my first time.
That's luxury eating.
Huh?
That's luxury eating. If
you ate that, and I was like, oh my god.
If you listen to the last episode, wink, go check it out. I discussed my favorite thing is that feeling of when you get so we caught a few little catfish, nothing to keep though. Little stupid hard heads. So my favorite feeling though, I don't care what kind of fish it is like when you feel that line and then you set that thing and reel it. That's my favorite feeling. So I don't even care about like what I'm catching. Obviously, I'd rather catch food, but hey, just that feeling. But let's jump into the sports show. Run away with it, my man. You got it.
All right. So the first thing we're going to be talking about today is our most recent boxing fight between Gervonta Davis and Rolando Romero. And listen, I'm gonna just talk about before the fight how much trash Rolly was talking. Listen, bro, like I think guys just haven't learned. It's once in a blue moon that somebody goes up to one of these champion dudes that have already proven that they know how to do this to get to this point. Guys like Canelo, I think Tank is already on that level, bro. If you watch Tank, he's got to be one of the most technical fighters, bro. Like he's just like, he's got so much, and he's like a shark, like a predator in the ring, bro. Like I was watching, I believe it was in the fourth round. Rolly starting to sweat. He gets a little drop of sweat right here, and he picks his glove up to wipe it off. And Tank is standing right in front of him. He's not doing nothing. He's not throwing no punches. He's just standing. And Rolly's up against the rope. He does that for a quick second. As soon as he drops his glove, boom, boom, quick 1-2.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like
I'm here.
It's the awareness. It's the awareness. Like you got distracted for that half second. It's half a second, bro. Like I didn't look at it as nothing. I thought of it in the moment. I'm like, I would have hit him right there. And sure enough, boom, boom, quick 1-2, and then, I just think, bro, you talk too much stuff. Like you're talking to somebody that's already beaten everybody that said the same things as you. Everybody comes in thinking, oh yeah, I'm the next guy. I'm this. Listen, bro. If it was me, I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm gonna go do my job. you know, I'm gonna believe in myself and all that, and go in and get it done. And if not, it's showing you. I hate when guys lose. Oh yeah, that's another thing he was doing after he gets in the fight, right? Sixth round. I don't know if you've seen it, but he definitely
Yeah, I
got
did.
rocked.
Strong
Yeah.
man. Put him on the
Oh man.
ropes like he was
I,
finna get 619 by Rey Mysterio.
come on, bro.
I was
Like,
like, ooh, Lord. I
bro.
watched the highlights. I didn't see it live.
And I would say, honestly, a lot of people were saying like, oh, Rolly was winning on the cards before that.
He
It's like
was. It looked like it
I
from the
would
highlights. He was.
I would say he was, but at the same time, looking at how Tank fights, if you've watched him fight before, I think he was just feeling him out because
Yes.
Rolly
Like
does fight a
Canelo.
little different. So it takes him a few rounds. Like same thing with Canelo. If you notice Canelo at first, he's not doing all that bobbing and weaving. It's around the
Yep.
fifth, sixth round, he got you figured out. If he starts doing that, you lost, bro. I promise. You
He's
know, like
making those reads and adjust, and then he's going to adjust in the later rounds when you're tired, and then his reads really show because now you're making those little slight moves that he's able to pick up on. They're even
absolutely.
slower now because you're tired, and then he's like, "Oh, now I'm gonna let
Hell
these
yeah.
hands fly on you."
Hell,
I,
hell yeah. Tank said that. He was like, you know, I had to get hit to like see what he was working with and see how it was gonna be.
yes,
And it's funny, bro. Me and my friends were talking about this. We're like, bro, Tank is not even swole. Like he's not like a huge dude. He has no definition on his body. He's just like
damn.
his form. No, no, and I'm bro. I mean this in a huge compliment because the amount of torque he gets, like his form is so perfect, bro. That he gets all that torque. Those uppercuts, bro. He just like, oh, like it's like from his legs all the way up, bro. And it's just like, because if you watch the highlights, I'm literally like getting excited right now, bro. Like if you watch the highlights, just the way he transitioned his punches, it's like it doesn't matter if it's a hook, especially hooks and uppercuts. It's like that body twist. This right here, it's
Oh,
like,
it's all from the hips. It's all
oh
from the
my
hips and the core. The because
bro.
it's rotational torque.
Okay,
He has so much of that rotation. It's all those boxes do. That's why it's hard for MMA guy to prepare for those boxes.
dude. And the thing is he's so fast, bro. Like he, you know, like he can launch that so fast. Like, and it, like even when he knocked out Rolly, like first of all, I didn't expect that. You know, I didn't expect him to just throw that left hook like quick because Rolly was actually hitting him. And at that point, he was getting some body shots in, but I don't think Rolly was really timing his shots. He's just going in there, just trying to get damage on him and keep hitting them, keep touching them up, and keep trying to go up on the scorecards. But see, that's the thing is Tank was waiting for that the whole fight. Like I'm watching Tank,
He's
bro.
playing for it.
He's standing. He's just looking at him. And there's times in the fight they're just standing right there, like and Rolly's throwing. You know, Tank's missing it. Sometimes he gets hit, but he's like waiting to respond, you know, and he's just throwing out. He'll throw out a jab, a right jab, left jab. That's it, you know. Maybe a 1-2. Because he's baiting him. He's come
But
here,
he wants
come
you to
closer.
make those big mistakes
Yeah,
because
come
he's a power
closer.
puncher. Gervonta Davis is 100% a power puncher. I want to go
Absolutely.
back to what you said about like Rolly Romero was talking too much smack,
Okay.
but I, so a lot of guys now are like trying to talk smack because they want to get in the fighter's head, get them emotional, and get them off their game plan. It's been around for centuries. It's been around since the ancient times. You know what I mean? Like if I talk
Yeah.
smack, he might come running and mad, whatever. The thing is, when you got a guy like Gervonta Davis who came up in that, you know, that that gym and he's been around Floyd and he's part of that team, those dudes talk smack already. So
Yeah.
you're not phasing this dude. You're only making him more focused and in tune to kick your ass. Like,
Like literally.
yeah,
Like
you
that's
got to
what
know
Tank
who to
said.
talk smack to. Like, it's
Tank said like he was like I usually go in and just do my job, but I really want to knock him out. Like
right
I
because you're
really want
talking
to.
too
Like
much.
yeah,
Like
like
Tyson
come on,
Fury,
bro.
talk smack to Tyson Fury. That dude, there's nothing you can tell Tyson Fury that Tyson Fury hasn't told himself because he's been to the lowest of lows. So good luck getting in his head.
And Tyson, I'm not gonna lie. Like some of these guys that are champions are, you know, you kind of got to be a little thrown off to get up there. Like you got to
Oh,
be
100%.
some kind of like dedication and craziness in your body, you know, like to be able to do the sacrifice that it takes for you to get to that level. And I wouldn't tell none of those guys that. I guess that's why I'm not a fighter. Like I would not tell Tyson Fury anything at all, bro.
Yeah,
Like he's crazy. He was licking blood off of a Deontay Wilder's shoulder, and he said that he was gonna be doing that. I'm gonna lick
for
the
blood
blood off
tests.
him. Come on, bro. Like, and I'm like,
Thank God for blood tests, because I don't know if he would be doing that shit without blood tests. I'd be
dude,
fucking
that was
afraid.
dude. But he's thrown off. So and then
Yeah,
another guy like our goat UFC goat Bones. And listen, he's got
he's a
his
sick
issues.
fuck.
Yeah, he's got his issues, but he's an absolute animal when he steps in that octagon.
Tyson, Ali, you have to be crazy to reach that level of success. You
Tyson
think
might
Jeff
beat
Bezos and
somebody
Elon Musk
tomorrow.
ain't nuts? Those
What was
dudes are
that?
crazy. I said, you think Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk ain't nuts? Those dudes are
So
crazy in the
come
head.
on, bro. Any of those dudes, Michael Jordan making up beefs, making up fake beef so he could go drop 55 on a man's
Facts.
head. Like,
Talk
like
shit to Kobe. He'll be like, that's a good line, but now I'm dropping 50 on you. Thank you.
come on, bro. Like it's people that like there's people that can't get motivated on their own. These people motivate themselves. They're already motivated. Like I
Yeah,
could literally
yeah.
go give you the 50 anyways, but I'm gonna fuel myself and say that it's something that it's not because it's gonna get me more into trying to beat you and take you down. Like, bro, that's some crazy like next level stuff. You feel me? Like you got
One
to
of
be
the
like a psychopath. I don't know, like deranged on some stuff. Like,
one of the reasons I named this podcast, last thing I'll say on this, but one of the main reasons I named this podcast Talking Smack is because when you watch sports, right? What comes up a lot, like, oh man, Chauncey Gardner was out there talking smack to Tom Brady, and it
yep,
lasts a week. Conor
yep,
McGregor was talking smack to Floyd,
yep,
whatever. Rolando Romero was talking smack to Gervonta Davis. Some people say talking shit, talking trash. I just call it talking smack. But
yeah,
like the reason I named it is because talking smack literally lasts for a while. You'll go
it
back
does.
and look at clips of Muhammad Ali. Most of the people ain't even watching his. I mean, a lot of people watch his fights, but you're watching his verbal smack talk too.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I
Because
mean? So it's like that's
I'm
why I
not
named
gonna
that.
lie, Ali was one of the first that I'm
The
aware of
goat.
in any sport of that trash talking.
Yes,
Like
the goat.
I'm gonna talk my shit to you, and you got to come do something about it in the ring. Like see, but it's always dudes like I was watching a podcast with Josh yesterday, and we were watching Mike Tyson's podcast, and he had Jermell Charlo on there. Really a beast boxer I think he's in the 168 division, or he might be in the division right below that, which I don't want to say the wrong thing. But he's right there, close to Canelo's division, which is 168. Um, and basically, they were saying like just go fight whoever you want to fight. Tyson was telling him go fight Canelo if you will fight Canelo, go fight Benavidez. And Charlo was like, bro, it's not how it was back in your day. Like now it's all about money and
Business. Yeah.
who. Yeah, and you always got to go through 10. You got to go through 10 people before you finally get to speak to the fighter. Like, do you want to do this? And Tyson was like, oh, I don't care. I would just talk shit about this guy and piss him off, and now he wants to do the fight.
Right.
But it's like, bro, you're Mike Tyson, bro. You're the biggest fighter in the world. Like, nobody's gonna tell you no. They know they're gonna get paid if they fight you anyways. Plus, you talking shit on them, so they really want to fight you now. But you talking about these other guys? It's nobody. A lot of times in today's sports, people aren't beefing with each other. Like people are more cool with each other, more cordial. Like
Yeah.
even though I want to win, everybody wants to win, but it's not, you know,
We know this is
like,
a business. We want to make the most of each other as we can. Um, what what was one of the things too, like the smack heard around the world, Will Smith and Chris Rock. It was literally everybody talking about a smack. Like,
literally,
that's the
bro, like,
crazy part.
I'm pretty sure something else that week was happening. I don't know if it was here or
I'm
somewhere in
not
the world,
sure.
but I think it was a lot more serious and relevant. But of course, over here we're stuck
Oh,
on Will Smith and Chris
yeah.
Rock.
Yep.
By the way, Will Smith, that was stupid. I'm never gonna go. Nah, this is real stuff, fellas. For everybody that's listening out there, listen. If you feel so emasculated, by your wife that you feel like you got to go up on stage and slap another man for making a joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Right.
like it's not that deep. First of all, tell your wife stop being emotional. It's a joke. I mean, I've heard far more kind of
Yeah,
disrespectful
worse.
jokes. You know, like there's been disrespectful jokes out there. Listen, he's trying to make light heart of a bad situation, laugh. We understand you have this. What you gonna do? What you get mad for? It's not going away. You know, it's like my friend,
Now
was
you
trying
look
to
even
go out.
stupider.
Bro, my friend was trying to go out the other day and he's waiting on his girl. She's like, "Oh, I look fat in this outfit." Okay, well, what are you gonna do? It's not going. You're not getting skinny tonight. You're fat. Like you just got to go out like that. Like it's just like, bro. Sometimes, I posted that on my story. Like,
There ain't
night
no way
therapy,
out.
$90. Saying it is what it is, $0. So I really do say it is what it is. Like it is what it is.
Right.
Whatever. I'm not gonna press my life. I've learned to not give a fuck about things that I can't control, and I think that's one situation right there. Like, bro, like what are you controlling by going slap Chris Rock? Like he's a separate person. He told your wife something. However she takes it, she's her own person. And you could be, if you feel so strongly, you could be a real man, go behind stage, say, Chris, I didn't appreciate that. Can we just kind of lay off on that, whatever, and I don't want you to think I'm some pushover. I'm dead serious or something like that. You can still express your point and be serious and stern or whatever about how you feel without going and put your hands on somebody. Because listen, if it was anybody other than Chris Rock, listen, somebody might not be it might have
So
been
nice about
really
it.
on the news. It might have been for
Yeah,
real on the news. Shannon Sharp was saying that, hey, Will Smith can't put his hands on me. I would have, I would have had to whoop the fuck out Chris Rock. I mean,
I
Will
believe
Smith.
it. I believe it.
Bro, I would have did the same. Like, bro, like you're not about to slap me for making a joke. We hosting the show, bro. Like you don't and you're black. I'm black. You making us look bad, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but anyways, off that rant,
Right.
we are gonna
It's all
talk
good.
some NFL,
Let's get into it.
and I have some great power rankings that you and everybody else could talk shit about. Okay,
Okay.
so we're gonna get
Ooh,
into
I
it.
like this. I get a chance to talk shit to you now. Let's go. Let's
So
go.
we're
I'm
gonna
excited.
talk about it's the top 10, but since the Saints aren't in the top 10, I'm gonna mention them first. I'm not gonna mention whoever's ahead of them because it's irrelevant.
And this
I
is this
have,
is your top 10, your by your standards and by what you think, correct?
yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's your own created top 10.
So the Saints, I have them currently sitting at number 12. That's a lot higher than most people have them because I think most people just don't know. Like they think the Saints are a good team. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of people. Like a lot of people think the Saints can possibly beat the Bucks and we could win the division again. It's just, is James going to come back the same from injury?
Right.
Are we going to be able? Is all these
There's a
pieces
lot of
we
big
added?
ifs, I feel.
Yeah, like, is this, but listen, for me, I think we're a playoff team. We literally are the first team in NFL history to have three quarterbacks with 10 plus touchdown passes. That means we couldn't stay healthy. We had the game, where all our quarterbacks were injured, remember, or they caught COVID or whatever,
Yeah,
and we were out
we
there.
was a few games where we didn't know who was going to start.
Come on, bro. Like, and it's just like we didn't know who was gonna start. Is it gonna be,
Right.
is it gonna be Taysom? Is it gonna be Jameis? When Jameis was healthy, it was Jameis. But after that,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
Taysom, and it was Trevor Simeon, and even Ian Book
Yeah.
started the
Right. Ian.
game. Yeah, and we tried to bring Drew Brees back for that game. Thank God we didn't, because Ian Book got sacked 9 times, and I think we didn't score. I think we lost 20-0 or something. It was a pretty nasty, ugly game.
Sheesh.
So yeah, I mean, listen, I think that's fair. 12.
12. I'll take 12.
If they finish with a top 12 record, they'll be in the playoffs. It's
By the
top
end of the season, I
17.
believe we finished top 7, though.
Um, I believe so too. We'll talk more about where we think the Saints are going to finish in terms of playoffs and all that later on, as soon as we get closer to the season.
Right.
But I do think they will make it a good run in the playoffs.
Yes.
I do think we'll play wild card weekend because I don't think we're going to get the number 1 seed. If we get the number 1 seed, I mean, I don't see how we're not going to the Super Bowl. Because
Right.
you
Well,
know,
it's happened before, though. We've had
yes,
number 1 seed
but
before we got screwed, so we ain't even
yes,
going to get back on that topic.
yeah. Let's not dive down that.
Yeah, that's some negative shit I don't want to deal with on a Monday.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's get into the real power ranking. Okay.
The
So
nitty gritty. Let's do it.
number 10, I have the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh, you're working backwards. So now I have to I'm sorry to cut you off, but you're working from 10 to 1, which is
Yes.
about to have me really trying to figure out who's going to be in
Oh,
this
for
top. Okay,
sure.
I
Of
like this.
course.
I
I'm
like
going to
this.
build suspense for you and everybody
Yeah.
else.
Okay,
Come
I
on.
like this. Go ahead, 10.
So LA Chargers, I really like the pieces that they added. I think Justin Herbert is about to take the next step. I think he's going to be like easily top three quarterback in the league. He's a beast, bro. Like he's got
I agree.
everything you
I
look
agree.
for in a quarterback. His deep throw is like so beautiful, bro. It's like
Potentially, everybody's saying like the future face of NFL.
I can see that. I can
So,
see that. Like I can see him and Mahomes like literally duking it out for that division like every year for a long time.
and they're in
You
Los
know?
Angeles.
Yep.
That's a
The only
fucking
thing
market.
Yep. The only thing is, I mean, the Chargers do need to win,
Yeah.
because Los Angeles doesn't give a damn barely about the teams, and the Rams just won the Super Bowl, and I'm pretty sure next year when you go to a Rams game, it's still going to be 60% of whoever they're playing's
Yeah,
fans,
they're
and
stupid
then
busy
40.
out there.
Yeah, there's too much shit to do in LA, so they need a winner. They need to see somebody good, at least in the NFL, because they'll go see the Dodgers regardless, because I would say LA is a baseball and basketball town before their football. I think they like the Dodgers and the Lakers before they, can give a damn about the Rams and the Chargers and anybody else in the city. The Clippers, I don't give a damn. It's Dodgers and Lakers, Angels, Clippers, then the Rams probably. LA people, feel free to correct me. But number 9, we have the hated Dallas Cowboys. I do think they have a talented team. I'm putting them in there because they're probably going to make the playoffs, and they're probably going to have a solid record because they're playing in the butt worst division in the league. So I mean, they're going to make the playoffs. They deserve a spot. They're going to make it. You know, I just think Dallas just underachieves. Like I feel like they have a team to do something. They just like Cowboys just do cowboyish things. Like we're going to sell out
I'm about to
continuously.
get
And
on your
hey,
ass.
I'm not mad. I'm
I'm
not
about to get on
mad.
your ass. You told me critique this. I'm about to get on your ass.
Get on your ass. Disagree.
These fucking Cowboys. I
Okay.
will every chance I get. I will talk shit about the Cowboys, Falcons, and Panthers. Panthers not so much. Falcons and Cowboys my top two to shit on.
Yeah, Falcons.
Fucking number 9. I, boy, the rest of this list better be so credible because I am taking the
I
shit.
mean, you wouldn't pick any all the other teams in front of Dallas like are definitely going to be better than Dallas,
Okay.
barring
Oh,
injury.
of course. I don't
Barring
think Saints should be below Dallas, but we do have a QB situation. But Dak Prescott doesn't show up in the playoffs like
and
a
he played.
multi-million dollar QB should.
And listen, bro, these are just preseason uh, power rankings because
True,
it's a
true, true.
fluid
I'll give
list.
you
It will
that.
change as the season goes. And postseason, it's going to be completely like when the playoffs start. We're going to have obviously 16, no, 14 teams to pick from, and we'll do a new power ranking, and we'll do all 14 teams. And listen, Dallas, if they make the playoffs, I promise they're not going to be that high, bro, because I don't trust Dallas in the playoffs. But in the regular season,
Dallas
they
don't trust
tend to
Dallas
do
in the
it.
playoffs.
Listen, but you would agree that in the regular season, if they got a good team, they tend to do their thing. A solid
Yeah,
team,
I
good
mean,
enough to win
fucking
regular
division.
season.
My God, their division's winnable by anybody in the league.
Exactly. That's why. I mean, they
Yeah.
have to
Okay,
be
I'll
up
give you
there.
that then. I'll give you that. If you're looking at it from that, I'll give you that.
So number 8, I have your Baltimore Ravens. A
Okay,
little
well,
higher
you
than
know
some
what?
people have them. Some people have them around 10, 11-ish, because obviously they got rid of
Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood.
Yep.
Yeah, and but I do think one, they had some injuries last year on defense, because I think the Ravens actually have a solid defense, and they
Mm-hmm.
added Marcus Williams, and they added
Yes.
someone else that's slipping my mind off the top of my head right now. But I like the Ravens. I like them. I think they're going to be the main competition for Cincinnati because, listen, my number. By the way, the team in between the Saints and the Chargers at number 11 is the Browns. I only have them there because I do
Okay.
believe in Deshaun Watson. I just don't know if he's going to play.
If he plays,
You know,
that's a team to be. But
yeah.
who's their receivers now? That's what I'm trying to like figure out. Is like,
They got David Njoku. They've traded for Amari Cooper from the Cowboys.
oh yeah, that is true.
And they signed somebody else. I forgot who it was. They have some. They have Peoples Jones still. They
I'll give
have
you
some
that too
solid.
about the Cowboys to go backwards. Um, I do think their receivers are like gonna step up big.
I do.
Like
I
if
think.
they have a good receiving core, if Dak can get them the ball, they're gonna step up.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Dallas's main problem is they can't run the ball how they used to, and in the playoffs they get exposed.
And Trayvon Diggs,
Yes, Trayvon Diggs.
the
Listen,
dude, dog shit.
I feel like lukewarm about him because obviously he's got hands. He's an interception machine, but he also gave up the most
Dude gets
yards.
killed, bro.
Dude, he gets torched,
Killed.
bro. So
Yes, he
don't
does
let him
get a
touch
lot
the
of picks
ball.
because people constantly throw at that man. Like catch on this guy. It's this fucking easy pickums over here. Get
Yeah,
up. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I
So
mean,
I guess
I guess
he's got some picks.
they throw him so much. That's why he's got those he's able
Right.
to bring down so many opportunities. But listen, I'm not going to take that from the man, but I'm also not going to give him that he's like the best defender in the league. You know, I'll say he's a
Yeah.
ball hawk for sure. He's a ball hawk. I think he's when the ball is close to him, like I'm scared. You know, like I think he can make a play, but if the quarterback knows what he's doing, like he's gonna get torched all game. You know, like he's too raw for me right now in terms of coverage. He's not he's not there all the way. You know, like
Right.
you look at somebody like you don't have to look far. Look on our team, Lattimore, bro. He's like so like defensively sound. He knows what he's doing on defense. Like sometimes I'll see him sit deep and I'll look at the route and he knew where the route was gonna go. So he knew how to play the route. You know, like I'm gonna sit deep, you know, if they're throwing a wide receiver screen, I'm as soon as I see the quarterback looking that way, I'm gone, I'm running, you know, and that's how a lot of times you see pick sixes because the quarterback will throw it out there and then see the the cornerback sitting in a in a soft zone, like yeah, I'm right here, bro. Like you probably got other bodies in the way and he just pops out of nowhere, boom. But anyways, continuing onwards, number 7, San Francisco 49ers. I don't know also with them what their quarterback situation is going to be.
Yeah, that's a crazy one.
I do trust Kyle Shanahan. I think he's a good team builder and he's a good talent finder. He knows who to find.
George Kittle was talking high of their backup.
Uh, uh, Trey Lance. Trey
Yeah,
Lance.
George Kittle was talking very highly of him.
Yeah,
And if
he was
George Kittle's
injured
talking
last
good
year.
about you,
Come to find out, he was injured all last year when he actually got to play when Jimmy Garoppolo got hurt. But see, the thing is that I don't know if they're gonna try to re-sign Jimmy Garoppolo because Jimmy is I don't know. He's just like I don't know what to make of him, right? Because he wins, but it's like I need more. I need more. I'm sorry, Jimmy,
yeah,
but I need a little bit more. Like something that last little bit is missing because he gets the Niners there far. Like they beat Green Bay. That was a huge win. Not that he
I called
played that
that.
great in that game. He didn't. He didn't do really anything, but he didn't have to because Green Bay scored 10 points in the game. You know what I'm saying? They just needed to, you know, not turn the ball over, maintain the possession, and chew clock. Which is
Yep.
perfect strategy for them. They're great at running the ball and chewing clock, and they beat the Packers. So that was a big win, but I do want to see they could move around depending on their quarterback situation.
I think they're gonna re-sign. Man, why is this dude's name slipping right now?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Um, no, not Jimmy G. The wide receiver, running back.
Oh,
Damn, why is he slipping? He's
Debo.
slipping.
Debo.
Debo. See, Debo Samuel. I think they are gonna re-sign him
I believe so too. They
because he
should
went
because
somewhere
he's
already.
he's a
OTAs
beat.
are going on right now.
Yep.
They're
Yep.
about to have mini camp.
Yep.
Somebody would
I
have signed
think
him already.
Debo still has a year on his deal. That's why, like he's holding out. I don't know if he wanted to get traded,
Yeah,
which is
he
what he
did.
was trying to do. Because if not, technically the 49ers have your rights, bro. Like you can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to trade you, they're not trading you.
Say sign
But
him.
they
I mean
should
keep
pay
him.
him,
Sorry.
huh?
I think I said sign him. I meant to say like keep him, like
Yeah, yeah,
renegotiate with him. I'm
yeah,
sorry. Fuck that all
uh,
up.
yeah. But I think they will keep him. They should.
I like what the
You know,
49ers are at on your list.
Yeah, 7. I think that's a good spot. So number 6, I have the defending AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. I like that
Okay.
spot just because I don't want to put them too high because they did go 10-6 last year, which it's not a bad record, but I would say it's a decent record.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you did, you did. Nah, I would say average is 8-8. right? You had an average year. You were middle of the pack.
What,
Decent, a little slightly above average, 10-6. You made the
average for
playoffs.
a good team, but I will say for Cincinnati to go 10-6 and then make it to the Super Bowl compared to what they've been doing the last
Oh,
forever.
yeah, for sure,
Props
for
to them.
sure,
Props to them.
for
So
sure.
yeah, I won't. You're only as good as your last season. So number 6 makes a lot of sense for them.
I would say number 6. I easily think they can go back, but they did barely beat the Raiders. They had a hard time getting past Mahomes and company. And who was the second game? The middle game.
Oh
They played Kansas City. They played Tennessee. Yeah, it was Tennessee, and it was
yeah.
like a 19-16
If,
game.
if
That's
they can
another
figure out the
game.
O-line situation, they'll be a way better team. They can
Yeah.
go back, but Joe B's going to be exhausted if that O-line don't get figured out.
Oh yeah, I mean they added a few pieces on that O line. Thank Jesus, because Joe Burrow needed it.
Yeah. If
But
he had an O-line in the Super Bowl, that touchdown would have happened.
if you had an O line in the Super Bowl, the game wouldn't have been close. I
Right,
think
because
Joe
your
Burrow is
boy,
that kind of quarterback. I think he's that dude, bro. Like I
Jamar
think
Chase
he
was wide open downfield.
come on, bro,
We've
wide
all
open.
seen it. We've all
Even
seen
if
it.
he
It's like,
could
what
have
the fuck?
even if he could have hit his running back in stride, if he wasn't already going to the ground, running back, because all they needed was what 4 or 5 yards to get the first down or something like that. It
Yeah.
was fourth and something that they were trying to do it
Yeah, I
on.
think like
But
4th and 4, 4th and 6 or something.
yeah, it wasn't that
Something
long.
in that area.
If he hits what's his face what's the Bengals running back name?
Can't tell you off the top of my head.
Man, I'm tripping. I'm forgetting right now.
Right, move on from it.
Mixon, Joe Mixon.
Yes.
Joe Mixon, he gets it in his hands and stride. Mixon gets that. He's one of the best running backs in the league. I think he easily gets that. And, the drive continues. They only lost by 3 points, 23-20 was the score, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So I believe in the Bengals, and I don't know if they're going to have the best regular season record. Actually, I put money on it that they wouldn't. I don't think they're going to be that kind of team. But I think when it comes to the playoffs, they're just going to be that team that always is hanging around because Joe Burrow is that kind of dude. I think
Top 5 is going
he
to get dicey. And I think you're going to have one of these teams who I know you like to, let's say, root for. I think you're going to have them a little too high.
no.
So they better pop up next because you know who
So
we're talking about.
number 5 is the Green Bay Packers.
Yes. Okay. That's right. Okay. That's
Okay.
exactly what I was talking about.
Yep.
5 is perfect because if you put them like top 3,
No.
okay.
They can't be. They don't deserve top 3. You
5
keep
is
losing
perfect.
in the playoffs. You keep losing every year in the playoffs. But I know Green Bay is going to be good in the
And
regular
who's
season.
your receiver now? Number 1
Yeah,
receiver.
yeah. But I've seen Rodgers play without Devontae Adams and
Yeah.
still be a
Rodgers can
beast.
make receivers.
Yeah, and they just drafted a guy from North Dakota State, I believe it was.
Yeah.
I actually like him. I think he'll be pretty solid for him. White dude, actually. Rodgers loves his little Jordy Nelson types. So like it's good. It's good. I
Okay.
think Jordy Nelson is actually from North Dakota State himself. So there's a weird connection right there.
Oh shit! Damn,
Yeah.
crazy,
So
crazy stat I did not know.
yeah. So yeah, I think Green Bay is fair at 5. Listen. Green Bay can win the Super Bowl. That's why they're in the top 5. The top 5 teams I think are the prime candidates for the Super Bowl. I think they can win. It's just I don't. They're not my favorite. Like they've done the least of the teams, you know, in the top 5 in my opinion. Even though Green Bay has already won a title, there's a team ahead that hasn't won. But I just think they're better. But anyways, we continue on. Number 4 is my boy Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. I do think they will win their division, but I don't think it's going to be as convincingly as it has been because I think their division is about to be dangerous. Like they might be 10-6 just because the division is just going to eat each other up. You got the Chargers, you got the Broncos, and the Raiders. I could see all of them making the playoffs if I'm honest with you. I think the Raiders added a lot of talent. I think the Broncos, obviously, they got Russell Wilson. They already had a stacked team, and we know about the Chargers. I think highly enough to put them on the top 10. So I do think Mahomes he's done this. He's been to the AFC Championship 4 years in a row. I don't care what anybody says. The dude is a beast. He's a beast. Like, it takes something to be able to go to 4 straight AFC championships. I don't want to hear this. Oh, he
The
had
dude's different.
Tyreek, he had Travis Kelsey. Everybody needs weapons. If he doesn't have weapons, nobody's getting there. But Tom Brady, listen, Tom Brady's played with some no-name dudes, but he turned them into guys that were like they had that in them. They just needed the right person to bring it out of them. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be one of those guys that knows his talent as soon as he walks on the field, like a Jamar Chase. Like, we knew he was going to be a beast because he has that talent already. But you look at a guy like Wes Welker. He wasn't. Nobody was talking about him like that. And Tom Brady, hey, listen, I need a little guy working underneath, taking some pressure off my guys that are moving a little deeper down the field, just to kind of spread the field out. Next thing you know, Wes Welker, one of the most devastating receivers in the league, catching 115 balls and stuff like that. Like,
Call me crazy. I don't think I would have put Pat in the Chiefs top 5. I don't think I would have. And maybe it's crazy for me, but I don't think I would have.
I think they deserve to be there. They've shown me nothing that would tell me that they wouldn't be top 5. If you make the AFC Championship 4 years in a row, that means you're one of the 4 best teams in the league. So, I mean,
sure.
You made 2 Super Bowls in the last 4 years. You won 1. Listen, hey.
I can't wait to go back to this topic at the end of the season because I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they're going to the AFC Championship this year.
I could see them going to the championship. I don't know if they're going to win it, but I could see them back in there.
I think Bills are in there.
People didn't think they were going to go last year when they started off the season bad. And guess what? They went back to normal Kansas City and finished the same record that they finished with the previous 3 years, 12-4, or I think they finished 12-5 because they had the extra game this year.
Yeah.
But still, same amount of wins over the same 4 years and the same destination, at least the AFC Championship. So I'm going to give them the benefit of that. You do something for 4 years, I think you've proven that you do this, so you can do this, So I'm going to give them that. They deserve to be in the top 5. Plus, honestly, none of the teams behind them are, without a doubt, better than them. Like, some of those teams haven't even been to the AFC Championship, including Baltimore. Cincinnati went, but you only went one time. You can't be ahead of Kansas City, Like, you did this one time.
Right,
you need to be more. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Baltimore's just not consistent, so.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3 is my favorite to win the AFC is the Buffalo Bills. I think they have an absolutely stacked team, and Josh Allen is he's a beast. I think he's right there, and I think they've gotten the short end of the stick against Kansas City a few times now. Like, I think the reason why I say I could see Kansas City going to the AFC Championship is that's actually my AFC Championship, Buffalo versus Kansas City. But I think Buffalo is going to beat them. Yeah. I think Buffalo will win this time. 3rd time's the charm. Get revenge. Go to the Super Bowl finally. And
where does Tennessee fit in that AFC Championship picture for you?
Where's who? Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Nowhere.
Damn.
You got rid of A.J. Brown. I don't trust Ryan Tannehill, and they're going to run Derrick Henry into the ground. He's not going to do anything in the playoffs. I don't trust Tennessee. Like
that's one thing I noticed about the Chiefs too is they let a big name go, and didn't bring a big name in. Tyreek is a weapon.
Yes, but they still have Travis Kelsey, and they do have other receivers. And if Mahomes is that guy, like I believe him to be, he should be able to make up for that, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And then at number 2, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think, obviously, I'm not counting Brady out.
No.
He's annoying, and, I think we could win the division easily. But I would, if it comes to putting money on the Super Bowl, and you told me right now, I got to go with Tampa. I just think Brady, if this might be his last season, I listen. I think the NFL would rig it for him. Brady's last year. Oh no, we can't have the goat going out sad.
So not to go backwards, but one of our partners, Mark, hit me up Friday or Saturday night, right? And I'm on the toilet, nothing new there. That's where I spend most of my days. So he calls me and he's like, "Hey man, Gervonta versus Rolly. Who you got?" I said, Gervonta is a dude that I'm not betting my money against anymore. I've learned my lesson. Tom Brady is another dude that I am not betting my money against anymore. So
absolutely,
them being 2, I agree 100% with you because if they're not two, they're one.
I mean, they just have to be up there. Like, I mean, there's only one team in the NFC that I think that can definitely beat them, and it's not going to be easy if they do beat them. And that is, I'm going
Yeah.
to give them the defending Super Bowl champion, LA Rams. I do think they deserve to be number one. They have,
Yep. They're the Super
in
Bowl
my
champs. How
opinion,
could you not?
and in my
And they've
opinion, they
kept
have
everybody so far, besides
uh,
Odell. They've
yeah,
kept everybody. I mean, Odell's
they replaced him with Allen Robinson, and he's a really
right.
good receiver. He's a
Yeah, from the
beast.
Bears, correct?
Uh, he was with Chicago, I believe.
Yeah, the Bears.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If
So
I'm
I
not
mean,
mistaken.
and Odell really ain't do too great. I mean, he wasn't the greatest thing since
In
sliced bread.
Chicago, I think he was pretty good, but I mean,
No, I was
he was
talking
with
about Odell.
Chicago, huh?
I was talking about Odell. I was like, Odell hasn't been the greatest thing since sliced bread with all his
Oh yeah,
injuries and
but
stuff.
he was really good for what the Rams needed. You know, they
Yeah,
needed somebody
100%. He
to
was a good role
stretch
player.
off Cooper Cup after Robert Woods got hurt because Robert Woods is a beast and he's going to be coming back for them. I just think that's the best team in the league. They got the most talent on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, special teams as well, honestly. And I could see them going back to back, but I also don't think it's going to happen because it hasn't happened in a long time. And they play the most difficult schedule in the year. I mean, listen, if it's all about who's healthiest when it comes to the end of the season. If they can keep all of those star players that they have, all of that
And you
talent,
still got Aaron Donald.
yeah,
I
I
think you
mean,
still got Von Miller. You still
bro,
got the cornerback, Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey,
I
yeah.
mean, you got a defense over there, dude.
They just signed somebody else from the Seahawks, Bobby Wagner,
Yeah, that's
one of
a
the most
leader, boy.
devastating,
That's a
one of the most
devil fucking linebacker there.
beast
If
of a
you win
linebacker.
and you get past Aaron Donald and you see Bobby Wagner in that hole, fuck
Come
you.
on, bro.
Like, you might as well lay down and take a QB slide. That's
Bro, and
scary
if
as
you get
shit,
past him and
dude.
Jalen Ramsey's waiting on you back there, like it's a
Oh,
gauntlet on that defense,
bro.
bro. Like,
So speaking of Odell and free agents, this was the list I told you about. Well, not I told you about, but I told you I had a list that you had no idea about. Perfect way to segue into this is the top free agents list because there are some names on here that's going to surprise you. Now, forgive the ads on this website; it looks a little wild, but we'll just go over this quickly, not spend too much time on it. But I just want to show some of these names out there that could really help some teams out. Right? Of course, we have Odell Beckham. So the list is top 100 available free agents right now.
okay.
Trey Flowers. Bro, Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, we're just going to slide right past him because I don't
Yeah,
think anybody's going to pick him
he's
up.
and I don't think he wants to play. Like I think he's good. Listen. Let me just talk about Antonio Brown real quick. I think he's one of the greatest receivers ever. He was an absolute
Yep.
devastation for the Steelers those couple of years. I mean, he was just beasting every year, like just going dumb. And he's smaller than Julio, and he was putting up similar, or sometimes better numbers than Julio.
Right.
And I have respect for that, and he got his ring. He managed to hold himself for a year. He held himself together for one season and got a ring with Tom Brady. I think he deserved that because he should have gotten with the Steelers. I think he did enough, and the Steelers were good enough some of those years. They just couldn't beat Tom Brady. Um, Story of every team in the league.
They
Uh,
got Gronkowski on that list, but I'm pretty sure he's signing back with Tampa Bay. So some of
I'm
these on
pretty
here
sure.
are people that's probably just working on renegotiations
Listen,
or negotiations, but,
some of those guys I don't think can contribute a ton anymore. Like I think they'd be great role players. Some of them be great
right.
veterans just to have in
Sometimes
the
what you need
locker
is a
room.
cheap role player, though. I mean,
Absolutely.
look at this list down here, right? Right. We got Akeem Hicks, dog,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We should try
Cole
to actually get him
Beasley,
back.
like he's pretty good role player as a receiver.
He
T.Y.
is, but just
Hilton, come on
they're
now.
both of them, but they're just a little old. That's the
Yeah,
only
for
thing.
sure.
They're a little old.
The age is this number right here on this right side.
Yeah.
So that is pretty old for a receiver in the 30s. Emmanuel Sanders, 35.
And I
But,
think in terms of
you
receivers,
know,
I honestly think we're good. I like our receiving group: Thomas, Olave, Landry, Callaway, Deontay Harris. I like our group. I don't think we need anybody else. Traquan Smith. I forgot about Traquan Smith.
yep, yep.
He's Traquan, he gets slept on a lot, but he's actually an amazing blocker, bro. Like part of the
I
reason
mean, look at
why.
his list. Look at this. Janoris Jenkins. Yeah, he's old, but he's a vet, right? Richard Sherman. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but
He's
like
a
I said,
vet.
bro,
Cam
some of these
Newton,
dudes,
Ryan
some of
Fitzpatrick.
these, some of these guys, like I say, have fallen off a little
Oh, for
bit,
sure.
like, and some of
Cam
them
Newton,
still
Ryan
want
Fitzpatrick
money.
are two examples right there.
Yeah,
I
like
think
some of them.
Darrell Williams just got signed, correct?
I'm not sure. I seen he came
Um,
down here to try out with the Saints, but I don't know what happened with that.
Willie Snead. That's not a bad little. Somebody's gonna pick that dude up.
Maybe not. It's
Nah.
clearly. I mean, he was with Baltimore, and they decided. I don't know. We're not. Listen, bro. Like some of these guys, it's okay. Sometimes big names don't get signed, bro. You're not good enough anymore.
Le'Veon Bell,
You know,
Latavius Murray,
bro. Listen to these, bro. Those guys want
David
money.
Johnson.
They be wanting money. Are you gonna
Oh,
play on a
yeah.
veteran
Well,
minimum?
they're gonna have to pull a freaking Jarvis Landry and take a little bit less to be a role player and get on a good team because they're free agents right now. So what else are they doing?
And a lot of those guys will get signed as the season goes on. I think teams are just finishing up doing OTAs and stuff like that, and seeing who is going to be a part of
Oh,
the
for
team
sure,
moving
for
forward.
sure.
And people are going to get injured, so you're going to see guys come back, and some guys might have a resurgence. But for the most part, these guys are free agents because they're a little bit past it. Like which is
Two
fine.
tight ends I'm looking at right here. Jared Cook and Jimmy Graham both have played for the Saints. Both have had their great moments and both have had their not so great moments. But all I'm saying is those two can be very valuable to some teams with no tight ends.
For sure, but most
And
teams
this
have
list
tight
just goes
ends,
on
and
forever.
you got to like think about what are you getting if you sign him. Some of these, bro, like we're living in the past at who they were. Like who they used to be. We know this guy used to be a beast, but we can't live in the past sometimes. It's kind of like people been talking about Messi. Like Messi, I don't know if he's past the player that he used to be. But some people would say that based on only 6 league goals at PSG, right? So, but that's the thing, with something like that, like, how do we know? We're paying you like you're the best player.
Yep.
That's what some of those guys are going to want. I'm Richard Sherman. I'm not taking a
Yeah.
$1 million
I just
contract.
wanted to show those names just to kind of show like who is still out there. Obviously Odell,
Absolutely.
Rob Gronkowski, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones. I
Yep.
just want to show like that there is players out there that's going to get added to these teams, and then it's going to change or add to those power rankings that you have.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how the season progresses.
So now we will start our lovely Soccer Sunday segment, baby. Soccer
Jumping straight to
Sunday
the Soccer Sunday.
is back. It is back.
Your Soccer
It is
Sunday
back.
segment begins right now. Can I add a Hala Madrid? Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid.
No Hala Madrid. No Hala Madrid.
Madrid. Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid.
Forza Barca. Forza Barca. Listen, Madrid. Let's talk about them. Let's talk about Madrid.
Good. Talk your smack. I'm gonna get on your ass.
They did their thing. They did their thing against Liverpool. I think if any team deserved to win this Champions League, it was Real Madrid. When you go and you're losing to PSG, team that everybody thought was going to beat Real Madrid, I definitely thought they had enough talent, and they were up 2-0 at the Bernabeu, and they got Benzema, right? They let Benzema go get 3.
Balloon day or give it to that man. Deserves.
Please,
What
there's
the
no
fuck?
conversation.
Modric got one recently, like what in the past few years, past 5 years. Modric got one, and you ain't gonna give one to Benzema. Fuck you. Who else deserves it more right now?
Nobody.
Who?
Nobody.
No one.
Nobody. And they should also bring back the canceled 2019 Ballon d'Or and give it to Lewandowski, as he should have rightfully
he
got
deserved
that season, because he had 55 goals, won La Liga. I mean, won the Bundesliga, won the German Cup, and won the Champions League. He deserved it that year. And
If
then
Benzema doesn't get it, I literally can't think of one other person that
there's no
does.
way. There's no way he doesn't get it, bro. I promise you, there's no way. They won La Liga. He had 44 goals, 14 assists this season in all competitions. Great season. it's not the best season by any striker ever, but this season that was the best season.
And he capped it off with the biggest win, though, the
With the
Champions League.
UCL title.
You know what I mean?
It, and
Out
now
of quick question, I know you would know this. Out of the last 10 champions, I mean, out of the last 10 Ballon d'Ors, how many have not been Messi and Ronaldo?
one.
Modric. Exactly. That's the point I just wanted to get out there. Messi and Ronaldo ain't doing shit to deserve a Ballon d'Or right now.
Yeah, but nobody was. I think Messi got his last one that he's gonna get last year.
Damn. That was
he's
deep.
got 7, bro. He's the.
Oh no, I'm saying he's got him, but I'm saying like he counted that man out a little early. So.
I mean, listen.
PSG's making a run next year. You seen Mbappe? Mbappe said I'm fucking staying.
I believe that PSG will have a much better season last year because I think the 3 of them got much better chemistry towards the end of the season. Like after the pressure of the Champions League and all that was kind of gone, and they were just finishing out the season trying to win Ligue 1.
Shit like trade rumors stress people out too.
The what?
Shit like trade rumors like, oh, Mbappe's going to Real Madrid. Shit like that stresses people out too. Like, how can I trust you and you're about to leave me? I don't want to tell you anything.
Yeah, but I don't think that affected Mbappe because he's the only one that scored against Madrid.
It might not affect Mbappe, but it might affect his teammates. Like, man, I thought you supposed to be my brother. Like, we chemistry.
Possibly, but when you go out there and you see he scored the only 2 goals y'all scored, and Messi was the only other person that had a real, pure opportunity to score a goal because he got a penalty in the first game and he missed. So I don't want to hear you don't trust him, but he's the only one scoring against the team that he's trying to go to.
Whoa, I'm just saying, I'm just making accusations. I ain't saying my hands are clean on this one, cause
hey, listen, bro, I'm just saying, put some respect on the man's name. The man served PSG like he wasn't gonna go anywhere. Even though he was strongly considering going to Madrid. Like that's his childhood team growing up. There's people clowning him because he came out after talking about, growing up. I really liked AC Milan. I really liked Liverpool, and I liked Real Madrid, and those are my teams. I would be supporting them. And people are like, "Oh, he's doing damage control because he led Madrid on and all this." Listen, bro.
Fuck crying.
Is it possible that somebody really doesn't know what they want to do until the last second? So you're forced to make a decision. Like you need to make a decision. Okay, well, this is what I'm going to do.
Have there been confirmation on Mbappe's contract staying with PSG?
Yeah, that's confirmed. Yeah,
what was
he did the press conference and everything. PSG announced it.
No, I'm saying, what were the numbers?
So I don't know yet. So I know we had the rumor numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah,
100 million a year.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what's that number looking like confirmed?
I'm not sure if that is the numbers. I'm pretty sure PSG can pay that, but that is absolutely the most absurd numbers I ever heard in my whole existence. So I don't think they're paying him that much.
Hey, who knows?
On ESPN is it's more like 47 million a year or something like that. It comes like after everything, it's like 52 million, right? So I
still a lot. Oh shit!
It is.
Catch the bag, though.
Gareth Bale makes about that. Ronaldo, there's only a handful of players that make more than that. He's gonna make more than Erling Haaland is making at Man City because Man City is gonna pay Erling Haaland the same that Kevin De Bruyne makes, so £375,000 a week. That is second in the Premier League to Ronaldo. So Ronaldo, I think, is on £450,000 or £500,000 or something like that. I don't know how Manchester United is paying him so much money, but he is Ronaldo, so I'm not going to say anything. And honestly, without Ronaldo, I don't know where Manchester United would be sitting on the table right now. Like y'all would not be even in Europe.
Nowhere.
Y'all would have been right where Arsenal was last year, like 9th place, just literally.
I was just gonna play while you just talk shit about Man U. Just keep going.
Listen, bro, I'm gonna rest easy on Manchester United because I do have my end of the year soccer power rankings, football power rankings. Our last update for the 2021-2022 seasons. These are the 10 best teams in my opinion. Some of these teams, some people are going to obviously have contention and disagreement with this. I don't care. It is what it is. It's my list. If you don't like it, deal with it. So I have honorable mentions, and I want to honorably mention Porto. They won the Portuguese league. They were pretty dominant. They had a great season, and they did pretty good in the Champions League. They got to the quarterfinals, I believe, and they lost to Liverpool. And they played their asses off. No, they lost. Liverpool beat Benfica. Okay, yeah, they beat the other Portuguese really good team. Either way, they won the Portuguese league. They deserve to be mentioned. Shout out Portugal. Shout out Porto. They had a great season. And the other team is Frankfurt. They won the Europa League. I think that's pretty amazing. They had, bro. Frankfurt's fans are like rabid, bro. They like those Germans, bro. They're just like just turned up on all kinds of
Yeah, they
music
be
all
nuts in
day,
that
bro.
fucking stadium, boy. Them and like
Bro, they,
Dortmund fans, they be nuts.
bro, they
I
came
can
over.
imagine, man, all that smoke from them flares. They going
Bro,
crazy.
Frankfurt played Barcelona in the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and they came to our stadium and tore us apart. There was nothing but Frankfurt fans in our stadium, like 40,000 Frankfurt fans in our
Jeez.
stadium. Yeah, because we tried to be cheap and be like, well, let's try to charge Frankfurt fans more money than we would charge Barca fans, but we're gonna sell them as many tickets as they want. So it was like, sure, sure. And 40,000, there was more Frankfurt fans than there were Barcelona fans in the stadium,
Damn.
and it felt like it. And we lost 3-2, and it was 3-0 before we responded. Okay, so listen, they had an amazing season, and they definitely deserve to be mentioned. Really big achievement winning the Europa League. Like their fans, like they were going crazy over that. Like I felt that. I felt that passion. So now we go to the list. Number 10, I have second place, runner up in La Liga, Barcelona. I don't
Oh, I
think
thought the list was. I thought you said Porto and Frankfurt were 10 and 9, so they were
no,
just
they're honorable mentions
okay. Gotcha,
because
gotcha. I'm
they
sorry, I
did
was so
they
off.
they won some trophies this year, and I think they deserve to be
Okay,
mentioned. And I'm gonna do some more honorable mentions later on, like other teams that won leagues. Because I know teams, people are passionate about other leagues. Like if you grow up in Turkey, like you care about the Turkish league, and did Galatasaray win or whatever other team in Turkey? By here, I don't know if I said that right. Please don't butcher me, Turkish fans. Uh, or Fenerbahce or something like that. Those are some of the big Turkish teams. People, bro, Turkey fans are rabid about soccer, bro. Like they go dumb, bro. Like they crazy about their team,
so like you said, the fans are rabid. Like
bro.
they're
Like
just out
they just,
there going
bro. Like they
nuts.
have rabies. Like they're just like,
This
like, bro.
man.
They turn up. But Barcelona pretty much had a pretty bad season. Starting off when Ronald Koeman was the coach, we got rid of him. Xavi came in, and listen, we have issues. Barcelona has issues for sure. We got exposed by Frankfurt. I think they kicked our ass, and we deserve to lose because that was a pretty lousy performance. But I do think that little run we had in the middle of the season where we beat Atletico 4-2, we beat Real Madrid 4-0, we beat Valencia 4-0, we beat some other team 4-0, and that allowed us. We were sitting in ninth place, 11th place, like wondering, are we even going to be in the Champions League next season? Like, do we have to win the Europa League to get qualification into the Champions League? And that little run we put together allowed us to climb back into the top five, and we ended up finishing second. And that's higher than I thought we were going to finish, even though we basically finished the same distance from Madrid that we were when Xavi took the team.
One
So,
thing I do want to give, I'm not gonna stay on this long. One thing I do want to give Real Madrid a lot of props for, and it makes me really happy for them and to watch them, is when when Real Madrid's star player left, Cristiano Ronaldo, they have still won a Champions League and they have still looked great. Like they're not missing any piece of that puzzle.
yeah, bro,
Barcelona a
listen.
little bit have looked like they
Yeah,
are missing that star.
you can't bring up Real Madrid, bro, because they're just listen in that competition. They're built different. They're built different. It doesn't matter what team you
Somebody
pick in the
Champions League.
world. Yeah, it doesn't
Okay, you
matter
said that
what
competition. I
team.
was making sure you're talking about Champions League.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what team you pick. I don't care who you want, Bayern, Liverpool, Barca, City. It doesn't matter. This is Madrid's
Yeah.
competition. Like I've come to accept that even as a Barca fan, it hurts. But they have 9 more Champions League than us. I can't say shit, bro. Like I can't say anything. They have 9 more La Ligas than us.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Even though we only have 2 less trophies than them all time.
Right.
So we're right there. They're obvious. we're comparable rivals, I would say. But at
Oh,
this
sure,
current
I'm
moment,
not saying anything bad about Barca. I'm just saying Real
no, no,
Madrid
you could
has
say
kept
bad
those
about Barca because
standards.
we're not better than Madrid. Like we beat them 4-0. Like that was I don't know what that was. Like I don't know how we beat them 4-0. Like that
Especially in those big games. Real Madrid shows up like fucking no one. I think it's an experience thing. Like you said, they've been there before.
they know this, bro.
Yeah,
All those dudes won 4 Champions Leagues
yeah.
before this one. Like there's nobody in the world. Listen, bro, if you go look up the players with the most Champions League, the
Fucking
whole
all
list is Real
of them
Madrid.
are goddamn near.
It's all Real Madrid.
I'm about to say, like,
The only
God,
player that has one from a team that isn't Real Madrid. Well, two players have titles from teams that aren't Real Madrid. Tony Cruz had one with Bayern Munich in 2013, and
love Tony
Ronaldo had
Cruz.
one with
So
Manchester
happy
United.
Tony Cruz is part of that team.
Bro, yeah, that 2012-13 Bayern team was pretty devastating. Barca got to see that firsthand, cooked a 7-0 on aggregate.
Yeah, love seeing Tony Cruz do good. Love when my German guys do good.
Yeah. So yeah, Barca. Enough on Barca though. Let me keep this rolling because we're gonna wrap up here soon. I got some people are gonna hate me for this. Please talk all the shit that you need to talk. Number 9 is Spurs. They weren't in a Champions League place, and then Antonio Conte came in, and all of a sudden, I don't know, something happened, and they just started winning, and they freaking found their way. Literally, they finished what, 2 points behind Chelsea? Like, bro, like Chelsea are third. I thought Chelsea was going to be right there with City and Liverpool. They kind of fell closer to everybody else, but I didn't think Spurs would get that close, like. And as the season went on, Spurs looked like they look dangerous. Like they gave Liverpool issues. They beat us 3-2. At our we actually got swept by Spurs. By the way, they beat us the first game of the season at their crib, 1-0. For some reason, we have no answer for Heung-min Son at all. Every time we play, he's just there's nothing. We can't do anything. By the way, shout out Heung-min Son for winning the Golden Boot for the Premier League. He's going to share with Mo
Okay.
Salah. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I really
You
like
said he's
Heung-min.
gonna share it with Mohamed Salah?
Yeah, they both scored 23 goals, so
Oh,
they
okay.
share the golden boot.
What the
So
fuck? They're gonna make two of them for him?
I think that's what they do. I mean, I don't
Oh,
think.
okay, okay.
Yeah, I think they give the original to the person that scored the least penalty goals, which would be Heung-min Son,
Okay.
because Salah
Makes
scored
sense.
a good bit more penalty goals. All of Heung-min Son's, I don't think he scored any goal that was a penalty. I think all 23 of his goals were from open play or from free kick or something like that.
Damn.
Uh, so yeah, Heung-min
So
Son
shout out him.
yeah, deserves more credit than he gets. He's absolutely an amazing player, and from what I hear, he's an amazing dude. Like he's just a really nice guy, a good person to be around. So I'm happy to see him cutting up. Number 8, I have my favorite Italian team, Inter Milan. They did not win Serie A, but they fought all the way to the end of the season, lost to their arch rivals. They did win the Coppa Italia, and they won the Italian Super Cup, the Supercoppa d'Italia.
Where do you
So
have
Super
AC then? If you have Enter at is AC higher than him?
AC is on the list. They're just
Okay,
higher
okay.
up.
All right.
Yeah,
Making sure.
yeah,
Making sure. I'm
for
like, hold
sure.
up
Nah,
now.
every team ahead is either better or did better in their
Okay.
seasons in their respective leagues or whatever the case may be. So I got Inter number 8. They did win 2 trophies. That's why I put them on there. And I did think they were the best team, in my opinion, in Serie A. It's just we had like a like a short spell where we just kind of like kept dropping points. We kept tying, and we ended up losing the title by 2 points. And if we would have just not tied one game, that would have been enough. If we would have won that game, that would have been enough to give us the title by 1 point. But it plays out like that, and that's fine. AC Milan absolutely deserved, and I'm so happy for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Let me not talk about them because
I
they're
think
coming down.
okay, when they come up, I want to say something about Latin.
Okay.
But go ahead, continue.
Number 7, I have PSG.
Okay. Whoa, fuck.
They uh, obviously underperformed in the Champions League. I don't think they're a bad team. I don't like Mauricio Pochettino. I don't know why people want him as a coach. Like I just personally don't like him. I don't even know what his style is. It doesn't. I'm just not getting it. Like I didn't get it at Spurs. I'm not getting it right now at PSG. I'm just not feeling it. So I think PSG needs to replace him. with a worthy coach, and I think PSG easily top 5 team because the talent on the team is undeniable,
Yeah.
and they did regain their Ligue 1 crown from Lille, who took it from them last year. So that's an accomplishment. I don't give a damn if the league is hard or easy. You still got to go out there and play and win it, and they did that. So they deserve to be on the list. Number 6, I have Chelsea. No trophy, no big trophies. Tough losses in the FA Cup and League Cup finals to Liverpool on penalties. But I do think
3
they
years
were
in a row.
dealing with a lot of shit this year with their owner and all that kind of stuff. And despite all that, I still think they had a great season. Like I think they were a good team, and
Isn't N'Golo
definitely.
Kante leaving? Did I just see somebody trying to sign N'Golo? Was it
I'm not sure.
Barca?
I'm not
I
sure.
think
I got
Barca's
to
trying to sign Conte. No, Man U. Is it Man U? Man,
maybe
somebody be
I got to
be
double
on
check.
the lookout because I think he's moving.
Okay, I'm gonna double
I
check
think,
that. Um,
yeah.
But Chelsea, they won the Club World Cup and they did win the UEFA Super Cup at the beginning of the season. So they did pick up those 2 trophies and made it to the final of the FA Cup, League Cup, and pushed Real Madrid to the last moment. You know, Real Madrid had to make a comeback to beat them. And I think Chelsea really performed well. They were a little underwhelming in the Premier League. They couldn't hang with Liverpool and City, but other than that, it was a solid season, I would say. At least they brought some silverware home, you know what I'm saying? And that's always something you can look up to. So number 5, I have AC Milan, Serie
There
A
we go.
champions,
Okay. Let me.
and
I think Zlatan. I think I seen something that said Zlatan played throughout the season with a torn ACL or something wrong with his ACL.
I could believe that because he's literally
Shout
been in
out
and
to
out of the
that
lineup
guy.
all season. He's been in and out of the lineup all season. What I like, speaking of Zlatan, is that he said he wouldn't retire until he won a trophy with AC Milan. So I don't know if we're about to hear, anytime soon that Zlatan is hanging him up because he did get the trophy now with AC
Yeah.
Milan. And I'm just happy it's the Serie A. It's not like one of the cups or something like that. It's you got the league title. That's a
Right.
pretty special trophy to bring
And
that
he said
back
he was
to.
going to do it too. That's the crazy part. He said he was going to make it happen. So
And listen, AC Milan, bro, it's great to see them back on top. You're talking about a team that is a champion
history.
consistently. Come on, man. You're talking about the second most successful club in European history in terms of European titles. Only Real Madrid have more. Actually, Real Madrid have double what they have, which is pretty insane. By the way, fun fact, Real Madrid have the same amount of Champions League titles as all English clubs combined. Liverpool, Man
Holy
United,
shit!
Chelsea, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest. All those teams won the Champions League. They have 14
Damn.
combined.
Hala Madrid. Hala Madrid.
Number 4, we have your German champions, Bayern Munich. Listen, they were a little underwhelming this year under new coach Julian Nagelsmann. I don't
Yeah.
think they were bad. It's just something was missing, and I could tell if they played the right team that they would get exposed. Like I thought City or Liverpool could expose them because there's something wrong with the Bayern defense. Like there's certain games if you watch this year, like they would just leak goals. Like they would
We're a little
leak them to
slow.
bad teams.
We are a little slow.
Uh,
100%. We're a little slow.
yeah,
We're slow.
and
We're slow.
and
That defense is slow.
yeah, but listen, when you win 10 fucking Bundesliga titles in a row, listen, you deserve a spot.
Them and PSG need to step it the fuck up.
Listen, it's not even close for me. Who needs to step it up more? It's fucking PSG. Bayern has 5 Champions League titles, 6 Champions League titles sitting in their trophy cabinet. It's PSG that's been knocking at this fucking door for a long time. They need to do this more than Bayern. Bayern just won 2 years ago. Like.
True. And if you're gonna go get Messi and spend all this money on Mbappe and get
Come on,
Neymar
and
and get
Neymar and
Ramos,
Sergio Ramos, all these players, and
yeah,
Donnarumma and Wijnaldum and all these Hakimi, they bought all of these really star players. Like y'all got to put it together. You know
yep.
what I'm saying? Top 3 are pretty self.
Oh,
Called me. Top
all right.
3 self-explanatory. I'm not going to go too much into them. We'll talk about them a little bit more. These 3 teams in the next episode of the podcast. But number 3, please don't kill me, guys.
Coming
Liverpool,
bad then, huh?
guys. Liverpool is number 3.
Okay.
I know a lot of people are going to disagree. A lot of people think Liverpool is still the best team in the world. I'm going to put them at
No.
number 3 just for this season because even though they had a great season, they chased Man City all the way to the end. They didn't win the title. They didn't score a goal in either of those cup games against Chelsea or no, against Chelsea in
I
both of
know
the
who
cup
2 and
games.
1 is.
Yeah, both games ended 0-0, and they had to win on penalties. So that's pretty underwhelming. Uh, and they lost the Champions League final. So I can't put you ahead of the 2 teams ahead of you if technically they pipped you to more important titles. You know what I'm
Right. Now,
saying?
now I know who 2 and 1 is for sure.
So number 2 is Man City. I think they were actually the team that had the best chance of beating Madrid. I
I would
think
agree with that.
Rodrigo had to score 2 goals after the 90th minute to tie the game up. Like
I would agree with
like
that.
we were there. We were there. Like I just watched the press conference, Man City press conference with the chairman of Man City, and he was sitting in the booth in the skybox at the Bernabeu with Real Madrid's president Florentino Perez. And he was like, in the 82nd minute, he just looked over and he said, "Congratulations," you know. And then little did he know that in about 8 minutes, you know, Rodrigo was going to be turned into Aguero in the 93rd minute, score 2 fucking goals. And, you know, and listen, I'm not mad that we lost to Madrid because I think we played our asses off in both games. I think we showed a lot of character, a lot of heart. Listen, I don't care what nobody says. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me that Man City played bad and we won our 4th Premier League title in 5 years, okay? That's a
Hard to deny. In one of the, like I said, my favorite league and one of the hardest leagues, the
hardest
hardest
league,
league.
the most
Yeah.
difficult league in the world with the most competition, most possible teams that could
Who
probably
was
win
the
it.
5th one out of the 4 out of 5? Leicester, right?
No, Liverpool.
Oh shit.
Liverpool won in between. We won back to back 17-18 and then 18-19. Liverpool won 19-20 and then
So
we won the last 2.
when was Leicester?
Leicester was 15-16.
Okay, so not far. So they won the last 4 out of 5. If it would be
Yeah.
4 out of 6, if you count Leicester. Okay.
No, it would
That's,
be before Leicester. So before we won the team that was the defending champ in the 16-17 season was Chelsea. They won that season, 16-17. Then we won the 17-18 season with the 100 points that season. Then the
okay.
following season was when we beat Liverpool by 1 point the
Leicester was
first
that
time.
long ago?
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Time flies in my head.
Almost 10 years ago, almost, you know.
Damn.
Yeah. But number 1, Real Madrid.
I like Madrid.
Listen, they had the best season. They put an unbelievable performance in the Champions League. Benzema absolutely goated himself in the knockout stages. Literally, Benzema had 3 goals in the group stages, and it was like, yep, I'm going to go get 12 in the knockout stages against all these amazing teams. You know, so kudos to Benzema, kudos to Madrid and all those legendary players that they have. Amazing. Modric, Kroos, Casemiro, Marcelo, all of these legends, you know, I obviously am a Barca fan, and I love all of our legends. But you look at a team like Madrid and all the shit that they've done. You know, I just have nothing but respect for them. You know, kind of like Golden State. I don't like them, but they're so good at what they do. I just have no choice but to respect them.
Right. And that's all you
So
can do is respect them.
that's it. So Madrid takes the throne for the end of season 2021-22 power rankings. Man City second, Liverpool third. And I think that's fair and appropriate. And listen, I think those are going to be the top 3 next season as well. But I don't think it's going to be in that order.
Okay.
But we'll talk about that a little bit more on the next episode. Hopefully, we can do a little bit of a longer episode next time.
Yeah. And also we have the first game of the NBA Finals coming Thursday. So Sunday we will 100% talk about that. Super excited for that. We have Game 7 of the Carolina Hurricanes against the New York Rangers going on right now at this moment. Okay. So after this week, come Sunday's episode, releasing Monday, we'll have NBA Finals and start talking about diving into that. We will have the state of where the playoffs are going because it will be narrowed down. Tampa Bay obviously advanced. We're going to see who advances out of Carolina and New York tonight. What else do we have? We have the Colorado Avalanche. They advance.
Okay.
And then we also have Edmonton. They advance. Oh, yeah. Tampa Bay Lightning fucking swept the shit out of them.
Come on,
so,
man. Like,
we have that to talk about next episode, going into the last 4 teams of the NHL playoffs. And we will also be talking about the UFC card coming up that's happening Saturday night. Jairzinho Rosenstrike versus Volkov. Dan Ihay's fighting. So we will be talking definitely more about that on the next episode for sure.
Also, I would also probably next week I'm going to talk about Devin Haney, who is going to be fighting for a belt this weekend. I think this is his first true belt because he has like one of those like franchise belts that he works for like Top Rank or whatever, and they have like some little stupid belt and they give it to him. He's going to fight for like one of the real official like WBO. I don't know which one it is, if it's WBO or WBA, which one he's fighting for, but he's fighting for one of the belts, real belt this time. And I'm not actually too convinced in Devin Haney because he looks like he could be a beast, but like the way he fights is just like I'm not sold. Like, he's like a defensive fighter, bro. You're too young to be that defensive. You should be rocking people right now, you know. But
that's Saturday night.
Huh?
That's Saturday night. That's happening.
Saturday night. Yep.
Well, we'll talk about it Sunday. We'll see what happens. We'll see if you're right.
Absolutely.
We'll see if he's right for the jump.
Anyways, this was an absolutely amazing episode. I'm over here sweating from all that rambling and talking.
Those lists got you going, dude.
Hell
yeah. Got you hot.
Hell yeah.
So, like I said, next Monday we'll have an episode. We'll have NHL playoffs. We'll have some World Cup talk. I do want to dive into some World Cup topics. NFL's a little slow right now. Ain't got too much going on. NBA finals we're going to talk about, NHL playoffs. We got some UFC. We got some boxing. So thank you for this episode. Thank y'all for listening. And tune in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Happy Memorial Day.
Yes, sir. Peace.
See y'all.